tiny bit. Hold on. There we go. Hi. All right, so I have to figure out if I'm live on here. It's probably dead. Can't leave it on. Yep, it's dead. Okay. Oops, I'm not prepared. Hi guys. Okay, so hopefully I can see the chat on here because my tablet is dead. Hello. Okay, so I am going to be making the Victoria Wristlet during this sew and chat. Oh, hi. Hi, Melissa. I'm going to be making the Victoria Wristlet by Mormino, by Lauren Mormino. And on the description, I also linked the pattern and the upcoming workshops that she's having at the Sew Whatever Studios, the first semester of 2026. Fingers crossed. I asked Santa for the zip around wallet one, so let's see what happens. Santa / birthday gift because it's my birthday weekend, so not today, the time of the workshop. I'm going to be making a couple modifications with the wristlet. I've made this pattern several times, actually taught a class on this once. And so, yeah, so we'll be making a couple modifications. I want to use this as the lining. I've got this as the fabric, as this color here, the Tory green. I also have to do a bobbin because I forgot to do a bobbin, so we'll have to do that shortly. And I think that's pretty much, I've got all of the exterior pieces cut already, so I have that. Yeah, so I have those pieces cut out already. I don't have the accent piece cut yet. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thanks, Melissa, because I was worried about that because I couldn't find my tablet's not working that great. So this is my new setup. I am in the dining room of our house, our new house. We'll probably be here for a while because our next move is going to be like our next big purchase. So we'll probably be here for a little while. Just make sure my trash is there so I can scooch things. You guys can see me good. Okay. Let me take these pieces off. So I need this one here. So this is the wristlet. Okay. So I need a couple more of. Okay. So I need these pieces in lining. So Luna is in bed. She goes to bed in her crate at night. So she can't join me down here or out here in the. I'm trying to think. Should I do this one as the? I want the thing right and pop on the inside. So I think I'm gonna do this one as the lining. So let's see how many pieces I can grab the lining for that. So we need 2 of these. Exterior. I'll probably get that there, and then this one won't quite fit. So I may have to do this one as the out of the black. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so Tori said she'd probably pop on to chat in the chat. She's working on DTFs today. I messaged her earlier and I was like, hey, you want to go live? And she's like, I would love to, but I'm at home. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she got home, but then she's working on DTFs. So she said she got a lot of orders for DTFs. So there we go. it, baby. Okay. So pretty much most of the stuff, like pretty much everything that I wasn't able to sell during like the clear out sale, had to go to storage because it was not going to fit in this house. But unfortunately, I was not able to actually physically move anything because I was still in restrictions because I had surgery on the 30th. So because of that, I was not able to help with the move. So I was able to drive after 2 weeks. I was able to drive, and I was able to drive and have my kids help me like box things and move it and move things and stuff like that. But it's still a hot mess in the storage. So I've got to go through it this upcoming week because I actually have orders that I have to find things for because did back that I was. I forgot to turn my order stuff off on the website. Sorry. So I've got a lot of the things already pulled, but unfortunately I don't have everything. So I do have to go through and grab those couple of things that I have to mail out. I'm cutting 2 pieces at once because I'm trying not to take too long in the cutting portion of it. It doesn't take long to cut this out. I started cutting this out like 30 minutes ago. So and I was actually cutting out a different bag when I was talking to Tori. And I was video chatting with her earlier, around 6:30, 7 o'clock or something like that. I was cutting out the Raid dual zip crossbody pattern. I really like that one. It's really cool. Actually, I'm not even going to do a zipper pocket on the inside. There's no need for a zipper pocket on the inside because she's not going to use it like that. It's just my daughter. We have a Christmas party coming up this coming weekend, the 15th, 16th, and 17th, if I'm not mistaken. This upcoming weekend, we have a Christmas party that we go to, and it's in Virginia. Hey, Sandra, how are you feeling? I'm feeling much better. I'm very hopeful that I'll be taking off restriction so that I can actually do a lot more stuff. So, fingers crossed, I'll get off restriction here shortly. I might make like a little, I don't want to do a zipper pocket. I don't think that's going to work out very well, but I might do like a little card slot kind of thing in case she needs to, push it. I know. Try not to, but it's just so hard. I'm like, just trying. But thank you. I did get this one out of the G-ring. Yeah, it printed correctly. I always try to make double check that the pattern printed out correctly for my pattern pieces to come out properly. I didn't get the D-ring connected because I didn't know what size D-ring I was going to be able to like dig up and find. So I didn't do that yet. Okay, so that's all those pieces. That goes there. I am going to have to do a bobbin though. So I'm kind of like excited but nervous because this is my first live in like almost 2 months. Almost 2 months, like a month and a half or something like that. It's been a while. So yeah. I don't know if I should give it a pop of color. Probably not. It's gonna have pop of color with the. Hey, Jaden. It's been a while since I've chatted with you. It's been a while since I've chatted with anybody other than Tori. I haven't really had a chance to mingle with a lot of people in the last couple of weeks. I'm getting a lot done, but at the same time, not really. So we moved into the new house. So this is my new setup now. How's the lighting? I know Melissa said it looked good and it sounded clear, so I just wanted to make sure. I only have like overlight and then the light over here. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I know, Melissa. Me or Jaden? The lighting is really good there. Okay, good. I like it nice and very good. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be like overwhelmingly bright, but at the same time, I want people to see things. And because it's night, I wanted to make sure, because most of the time I do my lives, it is at night. So Luna can't come in here with me because it's in the dining room and the kitchen is like right across from me, so we don't like to mix, you know, the kitchen with the dog. And she's good and all, but at the same time, my daughter cooks and bakes things a lot of times here for people, so we want to make sure everything stays kosher. That's the best way I can explain it. So she can't come in the dining room. But during the daytime, the few times that I've been sitting here just doing things on my sewing machine, she has come in. Not in, but she goes to the little doorway over there. She just sits there and looks at me. And after a while, if I would pay attention, she'll go. I was like, okay. But yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Surgery went well. Recovery is taking a little longer. She says it's just different for different people, depending on how long it takes for some people versus others. So I'm not trying to rush it, but at the same time, I am ready. Just to start being able to at least do some more like activity. The last couple of weeks, I'd go and take Luna for a walk. So that's good. So I do move around and stuff, obviously. I'm not just sitting around, but it's different. Okay. I need those. Okay, so these are the lining pieces. I'm running out of double-sided tape. Did you put an order in for double-sided tape? I was just talking about that I was like, oops, I didn't turn the website off, and I had some orders, and one of them is for double-sided tape. But I didn't know who it's for because I didn't actually look. Sorry. But I've got tons of it. Freaking tons of it. The only one I'm running out of is the 1/4 inch. I have tons of 1/8, 1/2 inch, and 3/4. Tons. 1/2 and 3/4. Yeah, that's what I have. No, is it on the website? Yeah, it's on the website. Hello, Tanya. It's been a long time, Miss Tanya. How's the grandbaby? My husband made me coffee, and I've been slowly sipping it. He's like, "You're gonna drink the coffee I made you?" I was like, "No, I'm drinking it. I promise, I'm drinking it. I'm busy too." Okay, so this pattern also has instructions for doing a card slot. I'm not doing a card slot, like I said. Sierra's not going to do anything but put her phone in it, maybe some lip gloss, and a key card for her room that she usually shares with Grandma. So not much of anything else. It goes in there, really. AirPod case. That's about it. So I'm not really expecting much to go in there. I just wanted to make something. Yeah, I just wanted to make something. Okay, so I did that. These are the zipper. Okay, so here's the zipper I'm going to be using. I'm going to use the rainbow zipper. Use my paper scissors to cut that. Okay, so I've got that. And then, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna use a cupcake zipper pull because she's all about cupcakes. A D-ring, and then 2 magnetic snaps for the front pocket piece. And that's it. It's very minimal hardware. You don't even have to have the magnetic snaps if you don't want to. So yeah, it's very minimal hardware. It can definitely be a scrap buster, and comes together really quickly. Comes together very quickly. I am going to do a few modifications, but I'm not doing the card slot. I'm not doing the zipper pocket. Everything else is pretty much the same with the exception of how I put on the accent piece, because it gets really thick when you put it vinyl to vinyl and then flip it over. It's a lot. It's really thick. So I'm just gonna have it like beat down after I've sewn the top part, so that it can almost act like how do I explain this? So you can still see the outline of it, but it's not gonna be in the seam allowance. Best way I can explain it is it's not going to be in the seam allowance, because if it's in the seam allowance, then it gets too bulky to turn it out. Hold on. This new phone is so weird. You know what it does? Any kind of alert or anything that I get, it gets up there and it doesn't go away. Very strange. I know. All right, so let's go ahead and, I had it, hold it through all the way. Yeah. Oh, that's good. So I could just, I'm probably going to shift you guys a little bit more this way since I'm done cutting, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing on this side, and grab one of my TV trays to put my coffee on. I'm still working out layout, and so on. Over here is where my printer and my computer, my laptop are right there, and right behind me here, I'm going to put my pegboard at my IKEA pegboard, so I can put my trinkets and stuff like that. Because I want to decorate this area. Let me finish doing this and then I can keep talking. Oh, don't do that. Oh, yeah. Oh well. I pulled on it too much and it just unthreaded the machine. I usually just like to pull it through like Tori does, but I'm not gonna do that today. Let me see. So yeah, I got some really cool magnets. I made some cool little magnets. So I made this one. It's a charm, and I just cut the little charm piece off and added a magnet to the back, and I put it on the machine. Boom. So I can actually put it on this side so you guys can see them. And then this one, it says Crafty Girl Gang. Isn't that cute? And then this one I made to actually be a crafty itch with a bee in it. I'm like, what? It actually says that? It does. I didn't even read it actually, I just saw it and I was like, oh, that's cute. Boom. There we go. So you guys can see those. Yeah. So I redid my table as well. So I took off my stickers, but hopefully I'm going to put in some more orders with a variety of people that I love to support and get more stickers, because I love that. I love stickers. These are fabric scissors. I'll put those there. Okay. All right. Let me get some more of this done. So yeah. You guys have any questions? What's going on with you guys? No, I've just pretty much been recovering. Well, I couldn't do much while we moved. The good thing is that our lease didn't end until the 1st of November. I'm sorry, the end of November at the old house, and then this house we moved in at the beginning of November. So we had a couple weeks there to actually do the move without having to do everything all at once, which helped. But still, okay, I think that's gonna be plenty because it's a very small wristlets, not like an entire bag. So my husband moved the machine for me, and when he moved it into this space, I noticed that there was like bolts on the legs, and I was like, can it slide down? Can I get it to be lower so I can actually reach my table without it being like right here? And I'm like, I can't see. So he actually lowered it for me. So I'm in a regular chair, in a regular rolly chair, but I can reach the floor. I can reach my pedals. That's exciting for a little thing like me. I was super excited when he was able to do that for me. I was like, can you put it down? And he's like, yeah. I was like, that's awesome. I was like, I could actually fit. And not have like the rolling chair be like really high, you know? My daughter actually has a lower rolling chair. I might ask her if I can steal that one and try her with this one. So my storage unit has everything there. I got a couple orders in, I think like 4 or 5 orders. So I'm getting those hopefully out tomorrow. I've got lots of the stuff, but then I wasn't able to process a shipping one. So I was like, okay, I tinkered some stuff and I think it'll be available overnight. Sometimes it does that where it needs like a whole business day to like process and like refresh, I guess. It's the best way I can explain it. Okay. Okay, let me shift you guys over and I'll put my coffee table right over here. It's nothing heavy. I have to tell my children that all the time when they hear me lifting things and moving things. I'm like, it's not heavy. Don't worry. Okay. I duck down a little bit. Okay. There we go. That's better. I think I did it a little too down though. Just a little bit. There we go. Ah, there we are. Yay. So you can still see this, but you can see me too. Okay. Yeah, okay, got my things there, that one there, I can take everything else off, because I don't want anything falling off. Okay, so, let's do this, oh, the lining piece, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot that. Oops. I knew I was going to have to do that out of the black, but I forgot. Oops. And that's one of the first pieces, other than the card slots. I was like, oops. So I will trim this down. I'm just going to do a real quick rough cut for the lining, because it's not going to be perfect. I can cut it down. So Tori was also telling me that she's going to do a Tori treasure trove box next year. So she's like, I need ideas. I was like, oh, okay. We can start working on that. I'll work on reaching out to my contacts overseas to see what we can have put in there. Yeah. So I was like, okay, we could do that. Okay, pretty sides together. Bring that sides together. So I'm taking the V shape and putting pretty sides together. So I told her I would help her with that. I'm not really sure what exactly we were doing, but some type of box type of situation. It's gonna be like notions and things like that, I think is what she had said. It's not really gonna be like the subscription boxes that we've done before. It's gonna be more of like just trinkets and things. Essentials. Pretties. So how she calls him. Okay. That to a smaller stitch length. Oh, I'm so good. I haven't sewn in forever. The last time I sewed was for a bag that I'm actually having to put in the mail tomorrow. My thing is not working really well for the shipping. I don't understand. But anyway, was a custom bag that someone ordered before I had my surgery. So once I got the surgery date, which was literally like a few days later, I immediately just went ahead and knocked it out in like 3 days. Cutting one day. I really need to find my stuff. I don't even have my snips or nothing. I got nothing. I feel so barren. So yeah, so I went ahead and knocked that out so that I was able to finish it before I had the surgery. So I have it, I just have to make the crossbody strap. Because I forgot to ask her before. I was like, oh, do you want me to include a cross, do you want it to be a crossbody too? So she said yes. So I was like, oh, okay, that's easily solved. I can do that. So, yep. Okay, so I'm pinking the sides. I have a trash can right there. So I'm pinking the sides, but then right here where the little V is, I'm also going to take out just a little bit more and cut into it and then cut a couple of those little zigzags away. So it's a lot less fabric right there, so it gives me a really nice defined oh, that's pretty. Okay. So I've downsized a lot. A lot got sold during the sale, but at the same time, barely made a ding because I had a lot of stuff up, like retail inventory from the studio before I had closed it down as well. So I just have a lot that I need to go through. So yeah. There we go. Okay, so accent piece. Accent piece. So the accent piece, I want to like put it down a little bit so that it's not in the seam, but it's close to the seam, if that makes sense. It's almost like a Wonder Woman kind of thing. I don't know how to explain that. I should have done this before I did this. Well, I guess I'm not doing the accent piece because I didn't think about it, but I will. Because it's hard to keep this out of the way for that not to get all sewn up, so it's okay. All right, so I'm going to roll this to stitch. Okay, roll this to top stitch. So, life updates, other than the move, lots of things. My son went to championships a couple weekends ago for swimming, and he got into the finals for 5 out of the 7 events that he competed in. So that was great, and he got 6th and 7th place in all of them. So that was really good. So for regional championships, he got into finals, and then he did really good in the finals. Yay! I know, right? I love it. I was so proud of him. I was so excited. So the first day, Friday, we were there for just 1 event, and then Saturday we were there, and he did 3 events, and then Sunday he did 3 events. But when he gets into finals, like, so he's there for the morning, and then he qualifies for the finals, and then there's uh, afternoon ones for the younger kids, and then the finals happen. And it's like 4 hours in between or something like that. And then you got back into finals, and so it was a long day. It was a long weekend for me, and it hadn't quite completely healed. So by Saturday night, I was in pain. I was like having cramps up here and everything from having to like sit up in the bleachers. So Sunday, I pretty much sat out in the lobby area and went in when he competed, and then came back out after he did his sweat, because I was like, oh, I couldn't sit in the bleachers. Yeah, I couldn't sit in the bleachers that long on Sunday. So yeah, so he did really well for his first regionals. So he's so close to qualifying for states too. So we're really hoping that he can work on that. But you know, I'm so excited. I really am. And let's see here. My daughter got accepted to JWU University. So that's Johnson and Wales University out in Charlotte. She got her acceptance letter on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. And she also got a $30,000 grant. I'm sorry, scholarship for 4 years. So that's huge. I was like, whew. Yeah, so super excited about that. She actually graduates this coming. Yeah, it is. It is, Jaded. It is really time. Like, yes, she is in her senior year. She's in her senior year of high school, but at the same time, she has the dual enrollment with, she's in the dual enrollment program over here at the college, the community college. So she's already knocking out a lot of her things. Like, so like she started doing like the math courses and the history and different things like that. So yeah, she's just going to be able to transfer some credits over there. Let's see here. This piece. Okay. Gotta make sure that I can put this where I want it. Where to put it? Okay, here. So yeah, it is that time. It's crazy and it's amazing. Big things. It's so funny because I talk to people and some people are like, you don't even look old enough to have a child in high school, let alone going into college. I'm like, I am. The grades are all coming in, okay, guys? They're coming in. It's happening. And it's okay. Oh, I forgot those things. Oh, darn it. I forgot the washers. Alright, I'm just gonna get some washers. Darn it. It's not gonna work. Let me see. I forgot to get washers. Do you have any here that I can steal? I'm sure that was a little heavier than the gallon of milk, but that's okay. It's okay. Ah, there's 2 washers. I'm trying to find. Aha. More washers. And then there was 4. Anything else that I need in here? I don't think so. I have to organize this, seriously. thing I have in here. Ah, I have literally an entire bag of washers. That's awesome. Okay. I saw like these little glitter things. I was like, oh, that'd be cute. It was like actual like glitter, not just purple. It was like green. Oh, that'd be awesome. Okay. It's my little stash. I'll put that down right now. I'm sure Sierra will help me put it up tomorrow. Oh. Thistle. This little thing. Okay. Alright, so we've got that. I'm going to mark the little thingies. And I don't do the body part until after I have put these on, because I like to like press in where the indentation is going to be so it lines up perfectly. Because sometimes I find that when I try to do it and like ahead of time, it doesn't quite match up perfectly. So I want to make sure it does. Go. I'm gonna cut myself. Hubby doesn't like when I hurt myself, so I try to make sure I pay extra attention. So I had gotten like these, but you see how that's curled in? One of the legs is curled in. I'd gotten an order, and there was a bunch of them like this, and I was like, seriously, people? So I contacted her, my person, and she's like, I'm so sorry about that. And then she sent me replacements, which was nice. But I kept these for myself in my personal stash, so that I could just undo it. You know, I can undo it myself, but as someone who's buying it from me, I don't think that would have been great. So I tried really hard to make sure these were not in the stock for selling. Okay, so this is on the outside, so it's the bump out. Even though these are like the very flat ones, I still like to keep that rule in mind. Flap is the little bump, or the outie. And then on the body of the bag is the innie. Okay. That's super cute. Okay. All right. That looks good. All right, so that's what the inside, the lining piece, and this is the outside, so that's what's got to do. I didn't put the accent piece on because I forgot to put it on before I sewed it. Because I wanted it to be out of the seam allowance, but at the same time, I wanted it kind of down. So it almost looked like a 3D thing, but it's okay. She'll love it either way. Anything that's got green in it, she loves. That's what my daughter and Tori have in common. They both love green. My daughter loves any color green. Sage, bright, neon, anything. I say this is like a turquoisey kind of color. She said it's green. I was like, it's like a blue green. Oh, kids. Okay, so since I'm not doing that one with this, maybe I could put it on the inside. Ooh. To do what though? Other than just being an accent piece on the inside? Who's gonna see that? Nobody. Okay, so I've done that. And this. Oh, I don't have any tape. I need my double-sided tape. I want to put one of these holiday tags in here. I've gotten these from Heartwood and Hyde. So 2 of them say, oh snap. One says special spread joy. So there's spread joy. There's oh snap. And then there's crafted holidays. So I'm trying to figure out like which one to put on the bag. Like either on the back of the bag or the inside of the bag. Let me know. Oh snap. I like that one. When does this pre-order close? So the pre-order technically already closed, but I'm doing it every month. So if you order before the 15th, then I'll have it to you by, well, I usually get it in by like the end of the month, and then I get it to you guys a couple weeks later. So, yeah. And if you don't see a particular print that you know I've done before, but you don't see it on there for the pre-order, just let me know and I can request that one. So just to let you know, because anything that I've ever printed before, I can get printed again really fast because it's a reprint rather than like a new design. So it doesn't take as long with my people, my peeps overseas. It's my contact. Okay, so, okay. Zipper tabs on either side. All right, this is when the math mind is coming in. So, okay. So this is how I like to do zipper tabs when it comes to like the top of a bag. I like to cut out the zipper to be the exact size of the pattern piece. So I like to have it be the exact size of the zipper piece. I wish I had my iron so I can iron this out, but I haven't set it up yet. Like I'm gonna have like a little ironing station right here, so I could just go. I sold my heat press. I did. I don't have space for it here, and yeah, I didn't have space for it, and I didn't really use it like that often. I did, but I didn't. That makes sense. Like small things. So I just want a small one, so I could just do little things. Let me get my double sided tape. I personally like the 1/8 inch because it gets out of seam allowance and it works really well. So I like that one. The 1/8 inch is my favorite. All right, so then after I have cut it to the size it needs to be, then I grab my zipper pull. I bought these from New Moxie. I'm not sure if I've tried reaching out to her several times. I haven't heard back anything from her. I hope Nicole's okay. I pray. Okay, so it's a cupcake because my daughter loves baking, everything baking. So I thought that would be cute rather than just a generic zipper pull. That's what's great about getting like themed things is that you can really specialize it towards someone if you know what they like. So I know she likes baking. She's really getting into like these fancy, any day now, really fancy kind of things. Like she made puff pastries. So she made cream puffs. Yeah, they're called cream puffs. I was like, what are they called again? She made cream puffs for Thanksgiving and a tiramisu. This thing's really annoying me. It's very annoying me now. Right here. So yeah, so she's really getting into these fancy things. She has made candy, all sorts of candy. She's made caramels and hard candies and nougat. She made nougat, like Milky Way nougat. It's really good. Okay, back on topic. Okay, so I like to have it be the same size, but then I like to take my zipper tab, put it pretty sides together. I'm gonna get an extra clip here, just so that nothing kind of shifts on me. I'm going to stitch that down. Smaller. Okay. Do I have access to a lighter? I used to have a lighter in here. Boo. Okay, that's okay. So, and then I like to pull this out, top stitch, and then I'm going to cut this down even more. Not necessarily this piece here. Right, so I'm going to cut that so it's the same size as the zipper. Okay. Okay. Now I like to line it up. And then on this side, I'm cutting off the length of the zipper tab. And what that does is it keeps it out of the seam allowance. So that way, when I go to put it on, it catches in the seam allowance, but it's not bulky. If that makes sense. So I like to put it on and then cut down. Half of what this zipper piece is. I'm going to put that on again. I like to have my zipper tabs be a little wider than I need them to be, or longer, I don't know how to explain it, but oversized from the zipper tape so that I can trim it down. I don't have to worry about everything like staying perfect with the stitching. And this is going to be a bag that my daughter's just going to have just for the Christmas party. I'm sure she was here for other things too, but perfect. Okay, so that is a top zipper closure. Let me show you what that looks like in reference to the top panel piece. So it matches the top panel piece size now, but it's that 1/4 inch right here on either side is going to just barely get that zipper piece in there. It'll catch the zipper tab just fine, but the little inside zipper piece right there, it's barely going to catch it, so that way that bump out's not going to be like thick. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've done that. Put that to the side because I now did do my D-ring connector. And I'm going to use this D-ring. Do you have any smaller D-rings in here? I'm trying to see if I see smaller D-rings. like that. I don't see any more earrings. I see some green rivets over here. Nope. Okay. So I think these are 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch. Not sure. Ruler. Inside diameter is 3/4 of an inch. Outside is 1 inch. So the inside is 3/4. So that means I'm going to make sure that this is 1.5 inches. That's why I didn't cut it to that size, because I didn't know which size D-ring I had access to, since I don't have all my supplies. So because I don't have all my supplies, I needed to make sure that I could make it the size I needed to be. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put some double-sided tape on either long edge, and put the sides together. This is just a quick little wristlet. I don't want to overthink it, overdo things. I had talked to Tori earlier, like I said, and we were talking. I was like, I just want to make something really just quick and fun. And I was like, well, Sarah needs a wristlet, so let's do that. Okay. I'm gonna do the top stitching on this. It feels weird actually reaching the ground. It's crazy to actually be like, oh my god, I can reach the ground, and 2, I feel like I'm tall in this chair. Like before, like the machine would come to like here to me if I didn't hike up my chair. I asked a friend of mine who welds if he could make me like almost like a trolley for this thing to sit on, so I could just like move it around, because it's the K legs, not the regular like H legs. So the K ones, because of the weight distribution, it doesn't really work well with just putting like wheels, like the wheels underneath it. It's not gonna work. So because of that, I couldn't get that to work. Okay, so let's do that right there. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that. Looks so good. That top stitching with that bright green. Ooh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. So now that I've done that, I can put this on here and like push really, really good to make the indentations. The indentations go away really fast. So I'm going to mark ha. There we go. Okay. So I want to put the magnets on. Or at least make the cups for the magnets now. So it makes it a little easier when I go to put the bag together. Makes it a little easier just to already know where my little things are gonna be. Boop. 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 Okay. If you guys asked a question and I didn't see it, ask again. in case I didn't see it. Oh my god, we've been on for almost an hour already. It hasn't even felt like that. It hasn't even felt like it's been an hour. It's crazy. I've been catching a lot more of other people's lives the last few weeks. Just because I've really had nothing else to really keep myself occupied with, so it's like I can't do much myself. And not necessarily because I couldn't actually like sew or whatever, but it's so I had a hysterectomy, and so anything with my abs like sitting up straight and things like that, after a while it gets very tiring. So yeah, I wasn't able to quite do that as well as I had wanted to. So okay, that's a good thing. Okay, so let's get this all to be one. Oh, I broke it. Darn. So because of the whole ab thing, I'm just like, ugh. But not so much now. I'll do this side first. Okay, and then I'll put tape on the other side and then flip it and do it again. It's for the lining pieces. So, taking it easy, taking it easy. Tori told me she'd go back crazy if she had to like not be able to do much for 6 to 8 weeks. I was like, yeah, I know. Just I don't know how you did it. I was like, I didn't say I did it sane. Okay, dokie. Is there a way to keep the chats up? Let me see. Hold on. Oh, yes. All right. Jade, you asked something about her baking. Did she do what baking? I'm guessing you're talking about Sierra. Okay, so close to the side, this side. Oh. She's been baking all kinds of stuff. Yes. About Sierra's baking stuff. All I know is, like, I've been doing really good trying not to, like, eat everything that she cooks or bakes because she does a really good job. But then they're all desserts. Desserts. And my sister came down for Thanksgiving. So that was really nice. It was nice to have my sister here. My sister and her family came down for Thanksgiving. And that was really nice. Yeah, that was really, really nice of my sister to do that because it was hard. It was hard this year. My dad used to come up for Thanksgiving. He used to come almost for a while there. After I moved up here, he started coming up for Thanksgiving. And this being the first, like, holiday season that I'm having without my mom. Not that I actually went down and visited her, but it still made a difference. That makes not any sense at all. It did. Okay, so I'm going to top stitch this, but I'm not going to top stitch where the zipper tab is. I'm going to come in and top stitch and back stitch. And this also helps with the bulk. So that was really nice. I got to have my sister here and her family. So my niece, Olivia, also came. And her daughter, Ray Ray, who's 4. Ray Ray and my son, Dwight Jr., I'm telling you. Those two. It's hilarious. Because he just sits there and was like, no, don't do that. That's not right. This isn't right. That's not right. Oh, listen. And my sister's like, you do know that you are trying to convince a 4-year-old that something's not right or wrong. Like, you're arguing with a 4-year-old. Like, seriously. Yeah, a 4-year-old. I was like, that's too funny. Okay, so now we're putting on the back lining piece. Again, just lining everything up. I like to sew from the lining portion of the bag because this exterior is a little bit stretchy. It's like a stretchy vinyl, and I don't have it interfaced. So if you don't want it stretching, sew from the lining part, especially when it's like waterproof canvas, because you have a better outcome. And it doesn't stretch. I don't know what that is. There was some sound outside. I don't know. I pretty much live in a very small, like, neighborhood that has only one outlet. Like, you turn and it says no outlet. Like, there's no through traffic. There's no, other side kind of situation. Nope. It's a dead end at the end. So I like that. So there's not many cars that drive down. So that's very nice so that when I go walking Luna, I don't have to worry about that very much. What is this doing? There. Okay. Right, same thing on this side. Start to stop. I'm top stitching. Oh goodness, words. Just where the zipper tab is. Okay. And for my lives, I don't put the moderation on because I don't want you guys having ads. So hopefully you guys are not seeing ads while I do the live. Okay, so for this portion now, I am going to take this, clip it on. Okay. And here you can do like a top stitch around like really quickly, like just a basting stitch, just so that nothing moves around too much. It's a lot of layers. Might get a little thick there. My machine can handle it, but it's still a lot of layers. My finger hit the reverse button. Not a bad thing, it's just I hit it. Okay, so now that I've done that, on this side, I like to come in and from the lining portion of it, really cut away any extra. Out of the seam allowance, in other words. Like I just try to trace it, cut it back. So cut back the lining of it so it's not too bulky down at that bottom seam. So the main exterior piece is still the same length. So not sure if you guys can see that, but this is the exterior piece and that's the lining piece right there with the little lining zipper pocket piece. It just makes it just a little bit less bulk. Just a little bit. I'll do that same thing with the side piece. These little cutbacks make a big difference when you're working with a non-industrial machine. And also, if you have an industrial that doesn't have a walking foot, like mine doesn't have a walking foot, it doesn't like thickness. It can do it, but it really doesn't like it. There's some times where I'm like, sorry. Okay, so now make sure you have a hole with an opening. Okay, and then your zipper tab, your D-ring. Ooh, I just had an amazing idea. If I put a D-ring on each side of the zipper tab, that makes it, hi Patty! That makes it, you can have it as a wristlet or a crossbody. I don't know. Do it. I'm trying to think. I'm like, should I do that? That would be a good thing. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. You twisted my hand. So this little piece here that I wasn't going to do anything with, I'm just going to, no, I'm going to cut that. Just cut a little piece over here. Because it doesn't take much time just to do a little D-ring, because I currently have D-rings. Okay. One 3/4. Hello, Patty. I've been on for almost an hour. How am I feeling? Much better. Much better. Still recovering. I'm hoping that by this Friday, because that'll be my 2 weeks. She told me to give yourself another 2 weeks of restrictions. But after that, it'll be good. We'll see. She said 2, maybe 3 weeks, depending. So we shall see. making another little D-ring tab so that we can Did I paint my cat snaps? No, I got these from Gold Star Tools a long time ago. Like 8 years ago. A long time ago. And they came in different colors. So I got the pink and the blue. I may repaint this one to match this color because the pink already matches very close to like the fuchsia color that I have on the machine. So I might paint it. I might. I'm a rebel. I am a rebel. Okay, so one more design. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. And it's the exact same width of the zipper. So that works really well. Thank you, JD. You're a genius. Thank you for indulging my creativity. I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, let's do it. So, Patty, I don't know if I told you or not because it just happened this past Thursday, but Sierra got her acceptance letter from Johnson Wales University. Yep. So she will be going there in the fall for 26. Yep. Out to Charlotte. Charlotte, North Carolina. I know, exciting, right? She got the acceptance letter on Thursday. I wasn't feeling that great on Thursday. I did have a little setback and I was tired and it happens. But yeah. How exciting, right? So yes. She will be going there in the fall. And she got a scholarship. She got 4-year scholarship, $30,000 each year. Yep. Oh, snap. I wanted to put the oh, snap one in here. In the inside. Where'd it go? So the oh, snap. Brown or like the peachy color? Which oh, snap? On the inside. I'm trying to think. I think this was gonna be the best one. Yeah. Let me put that on there before I forget. I want it to be somewhere where she can be like, that's funny. Yes. I think that's great. It's on the inside. Thank you. You guys are so agreeable today. So super exciting. She got a scholarship and a pre-acceptance, like the early registration. She did early. She applied early. So we are so happy about that. So that means there's going to be a lot more trips to Charlotte in the future. And I'm going to try to go to the, because I've asked this for Christmas, so whatever Studios zipper round wallet with Nikki. I asked Santa for it. We'll see. We'll see. And Santa. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave my opening on the side here rather than the bottom, just so it's not as obvious. Doesn't really matter most of the time, but so because I put my zipper tabs up here, not my zipper tabs, my D-ring connectors up here, I'm not going to sew through this because that's a lot. So I'm going to stop on either side of that, and then when I go to turn out with the glare, I'm going to put a rivet through the side pieces. It'll give a little bling, and then two, it'll reinforce that stitch. Alright, so I'm going to start here, I'm going to leave this portion open. Usually there's a zipper pocket in here so you can turn out through the zipper pocket, but I didn't do the zipper pocket, so I want to do the zipper pocket. So. I didn't want to. Okay, so, alright. Get in there. You have to come back to that little piece right there. Lift. Make the hole. Yeah. Because why not? Well, that doesn't help. I don't know. Apply stitch length. That's not going to be great. Okay, so I'm going to come up as close as I can. And then hop over to this side. And I'm actually going to take it off because it's easier for me to go up that seam rather than down from that big bulk. So I'm going to start from here. And I'm going to come up really close to it again. That D-ring is like, hello. Okay. gotta turn this over and come up this way from here. Nobody said you can't stop and start. Nobody said you had to do it all in one swoop. Swoop, swoop. Unless Tori told you. You know, because she's the boss of everybody. I like to mess with her. Like, you're not the boss of me. You don't tell me what to do. But she thinks I'm serious sometimes. She's like, no. I'm like, I'm just joking. Chill. It's okay. Take that one time I was on the live a few weeks ago. I was in the comments of her live and I was tired. I was loopy. And she's like, girl, what meds are you on? I'm like, this isn't meds. I was like, this is just me just loopy from being tired. All right, I'm doing more cut back. Just so, again, removing a lot of that bulk. Okay. That's funny. I was sitting there, and a lot of those comments I was speaking into the phone because I couldn't really type that fast. And my daughter's like, "What are you saying?" I'm like, "Don't pay any mind to me." Tori's demo room. You should have heard it. That's hilarious. Okay. Why am I trying to open this? Someone tell me, because I can't figure it out. Alright, so through this itty bitty hole, I'm gonna turn out the bag. I could have made the hole any smaller. I could have. Alright, slowly pull this out. So I think the zip around wallet is in March. So it's like the weekend of my birthday. So she has a Saturday, I think it's a Saturday, Sunday, and then like a Monday, Tuesday class. And I was like, either one. I don't mind. Whichever days you want to give me. He's like, well, where is it? I was like, Illinois. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm doing the So Bestie Socation. I'm teaching in Las Vegas again this year. So that'll be fun. Okay, come on. My hands are getting tired. There we go. I was like, if this thing doesn't start happening, so I'm going to take my teeth off. Like, I have a bad habit of doing things with my teeth sometimes. Like, bad habit, I know. Alright, so I'm going to grab my pen without the little thing sticking out. I'm going to do that. Poke out that corner. I have my turning tool that Patty sent me, but it's packed up somewhere. Like I said, I couldn't even pack up my own sewing space. Like, I had to rely on my children to help me do it. So, I don't know where anything is. I was lucky I was able to find my sewing machine. That's because I had the movers move this. I was not chancing it. I had the movers move this into the garage. I was like, nope. Okay, let's see that everything works. Come on. Let me get this in there, and this in there. And then luckily they didn't take these down, so I was able to keep those really cards intact as well. So I didn't have to worry about that not coming along. So, a couple of things I was able to like get my hands on before it got thrown into storage. That's a mess. I will tackle that later. We'll tackle that later. Hopefully tomorrow. But it might be raining tomorrow here, so maybe Tuesday. Okay. So that pops out all the way. You don't want to do it that way. I'm going to go like this. And like this. Center it. Push it in. It's a cute little wristlet. Slash. I think if I put the rivet in, like so, through all of it, on either side, that will work out really well. See that? Oh, it's cute. And it's got a little magnet on the inside. It's a cutie. A cutie patootie. Let me close the lining piece, because if I don't close the lining piece, I know what's going to happen. I can't even tell where it is. Oh, there it is. Huh, that's interesting. It's pretty much folded into itself already, so that worked out really well. Now you can do a blind stitch here and just kind of like hand sew it closed, but not really. I'm doing enough hand sewing. I'm doing cross stitch. Cross stitch and crocheting have been my sanity saving activities the last few weeks. Okay. Hand sewing that much, yeah. I've been hand sewing a lot. Cross stitching a lot. Oh, that's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, yeah, it'd be better when I have this open to do this. Like, I'm trying to get this little piece up. I don't like that. Like, this one's okay, but this one over here is just being a butt. Like, why are you being a butt? The same distance. I don't know. But I'll figure that out. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Hold on. Handwork is a 4-letter dirty word. Oh, it'll be snowing here. Oh, goodness. Snowing? Really? Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Oh, wonderful. How exciting. Hold on. I know that Jade had asked me who said she did, whose side did she get the baking from? Oh, from me. So Jade, before, long story. So I actually was going to go to the Culinary Institute of America in New York for baking. And unfortunately, I didn't go. I didn't go to college. So I went on a different path, which is totally fine. But so she gets baking from me. I have a passion for creating things, and baking is one of them. I'm a decent cook. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I'm a decent cook. What am I doing? Oh, this. So I'm a decent cook, you know. But baking has always been my thing for a long time. But the Culinary Institute of America says that you have to internship at a restaurant or somewhere in the restaurant industry. You have to be in the restaurant industry for a year or 6 months at the least, so that you kind of get an understanding and feel for it, and see what's all involved. And so I did that, but in that 1 year doing it, I really couldn't take standing on my feet that long and lifting heavy things and things like that. So I had a lot of back problems and so on, and that all stemmed from my issues with my ovaries and uterus and all that lovely stuff. So because of that, I didn't pursue it because I couldn't even do 6 months. I was literally bedridden 3 months in. I couldn't do it. It was just awful. So I couldn't do that. So I was like, well, that's fine. And so then I went back home and helped my sister, Jesus help me, help my sister with her baby. She was having a baby. So I was like, okay, let me go down, go back and help, and all that kind of stuff. And then a few years later, I moved to North Carolina. That's where I met my husband. And after I met my husband, then a few years after that, I'm trying to think if I want to do. Yeah, okay. After a little bit after that, I met my husband, so that was great. But I never really lost my passion for cooking. But I loved creating things, and so sewing became a really big part of things after my dad really got me um, making stuff on the sewing machine, because I used to hand sew tons. So hand sewing I had no problem with. I was just scared. I was scared of the sewing machine. I ain't gonna lie. I was scared. I was scared of the sewing machine because I was afraid it's gonna like sew through my finger or whatever. Knock on wood, whatever. I don't care. I've never sewn through my finger. I've gotten close once, but it didn't happen. So I was very lucky for that. But after, because I hand sewed a lot of things, like I hand sewed my daughter's like little dresses and things like that for like Christmas and birthdays and Easter. So I would make things for her all the time. And then I started doing quilts after I was on the sewing machine. Because my dad got me interested in the sewing machine because he was like, Bancha, it's going to take you forever if you don't sew things on the sewing machine. You're not going to be able to, do as much as you want to. Because I wanted to make things like for my godchildren, my goddaughters. And it was just not going to happen if I did it all by hand. So he taught me how to use a sewing machine. And because I already knew how to sew and how to put things together, it just came really fast and easy for me. So I'll make that. What's this? Okay. Hand sewing is a dirty 4-letter word. Yep. But I've done it plenty of times. I'm about halfway done with the rainbow baby blanket that I'm crocheting. Who's it for? I don't know. Need something to keep my mind busy. Something to keep me sane. I don't know who it's for. I don't know. Okay. That's super cute. Oh, that's gonna be a cute little wristlet. I have to find the hardware for this though. I may have to. I don't think I'm gonna get it in time if I order from Lauren. She does ship fast, but I need it for Friday. I'm trying to figure out like if I have half-inch D-ring connector kit to the situation. All I carry on my website is an inch. But my personal stash, excuse me, I don't know what I have. It's everywhere. Isn't it cute? Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that zipper. Come on, guys. Look at that zipper. Ooh. It's not wavy. It's flat. It's beautiful. All right, well, she's going to love it. I love it. I love it. With a little strappy. Woo-hoo. Yeah, it's going to be cute. I wonder if I have this already here. Do I need a connector? Not really. Right? I don't know. Yeah, that's cute. so I don't need that. But if I have a, then I could make the crossbody portion with what you call it, you know, put a swivel clip so they can change the sides. Yeah, I mean, I think so, but because I need to have this ready for like this Friday. I would totally agree with that. But the whole idea for this is for me to actually have an end product by the end of the day. Okay, and then now we're gonna swivel it this way. Go like that. There you go, like that. But I completely agree. Normally I would. So she could change it out for sure. And I'm gonna actually just put a rivet through there so she can wear it like this. She's right-handed, so it'll be like this. How about that? Mess with me. Let's see what happens. Plop, plop. I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm violent. Okay. I'm trying not to be too loud because Lynn is like in her crate. She's in the garage in the crate. She's got little thermal blankets and everything out there. She's so cute. Love her. She wakes up in the morning and it's like so excited. She's got the wiggly butts. Okay. All right. I think we are done. What do you think? Pretty, huh? Like a little. I think I'm gonna rivet that right there with the green one, and I have the greens right here. Damn. How do you like that? So cute. It's good. It's a good like hand holding. Like you could slap somebody with it too. Like if they get on your nerves. I'm not gonna say anything because you know how family sometimes get to get on your nerves. You just whack them. Just really good with it. I think this is so nice. It's nice and soft. It feels like it's like a light leather, even though it's not. It's a pleather. It's pleather. I like it because it's soft and it's light, and it can very easily like bend and stuff like that. So you can like put it in another bag. Can you imagine that? Just put this in another bag and then you can travel with it and then like pop it out when you need it. I love it. So you could do it without the accent. It looks nice even without the accent. I think it would look a little better with the accent. Oh yeah, it has stretch. Definitely had a lot of stretch. But that's why I sewed with the lining side up. So that the presser feet would grab the stretchy part. But I've worked with it before, so it's okay. I don't have time to interface it, so I'm very limited to the materials that I have here. Yeah. My daughter helped me pull the roll down from because I have like 3 rolls. I have a roll of this vinyl. I have a roll of hot pink vinyl, and a roll of cork with like the glitter specks in it. And so the black was the closest thing that I can come with the bright green stitching to match her dress that she has for Saturday night banquet. The Saturday night banquet, she's got a green glittery dress because the colors are red, green, and gold, so you can do any of those colors. I'm just going to be wearing a black dress with gold stuff on it because that's what I have, and I'm not going shopping. No. Next year's party I'll probably shop for. Because that one, hopefully by then I'll be completely recovered and then be feeling much better. All right. I'm going to be putting here You want to see pictures? You know, I didn't even take any pictures of me and my sister together when she was here. And my friend Nikki, who is another swim mom, she was so mad at me because she's like, I wanted to see pictures of your sister. And I was like, I didn't even take any pictures from Thanksgiving. So hopefully I'll have pictures. And then I'll put it up for you guys to see. Yeah, but my daughter doesn't mind posing with modeling little things that I make her all the time because she's awesome like that. She's been my model for years. For years. Yeah, she used to model all her little dresses all the time too. This is cold, but I like it. I can't have it go to waste. It's coffee. Is it going to affect my sleep? Absolutely not. Especially when I take my sleep aids. Okay, guys. Well, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. That was a quick sew. Look, I did the cutting of the lining and everything, and it's an hour and a half. That's a quick sew. Yeah, it took me 30 minutes to cut out the pattern and the lining exterior pieces, excuse me. So, yeah, I think it was a quick little sew. If you don't have this pattern, grab it. Lauren has done an amazing job with all of her patterns. Oh, what am I gonna put on my machine? So on my machine here, I'm gonna put like a magnet board that has on like the chalk writing on it. That's gonna say like the pattern I'm making, what I'm making that day, or what the subject is, or whatever. Just so you guys can kind of see it and be like, you guys can see what's happening. Kind of like what Lauren had behind her when she did her videos a while ago, when she used to do lives and stuff, like what are you making, so on and so forth. Something like that. Just so you guys can see and have like, so hopefully in the future when I'm having a lot more people hop on, you know, and they come in at different times, they'll know what I'm making and stuff. So yeah. Yep. That's what I'm thinking of doing, is just putting something right there. These are the little magnets that I've made. Will it be reversed? Yes. So normally I have it facing the other way, so it's actually like right sides. But today I did it forward facing because my tablet is dead and I wouldn't be able to see comments. So I wanted to be able to see comments and reply to comments, at least to be able to like converse with you guys. So that's why I have it this way. Normally I don't have it this way. I usually have it the other way around. But that's a good question. Yep. All right, guys. It's time to say goodnight. I'm probably going to come on again sometime this week again. Not sure what for, like what I'll be making or anything. I don't know. But I do love sewing and I love my machine. And I redid my tabletop. So right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. Share, because sharing is caring. And I will see you guys Wednesday for the sew and chat. Hopefully it'll be a weekly thing from now on. All right. Bye.